What up, everybody? Kane Tejada is described as the main antagonist of Power Book 2 Ghost and the arch nemesis of Tariq St. Patrick. And Kane has been a menace from the time he was first introduced into the Power universe. Kane was first introduced hooking up with a guy named Rel's girl in the bathroom at Zeke's party, and later in the episode gunned down Rel at his job, showing how Kane and the Tejada family in general dealt with a potential threat. The same episode, Tariq was introduced to Drew and Diana and decided to research the Tejada family at the end of the episode. Needing a plug, Tariq hooked up with Monet, and in the process, he took the place of the GTG gang. But it wasn't just the GTGs Tariq replaced. Monet moved her entire operation out of the streets and to Stansfield with Tariq, also cutting out her son Kane in the process. We saw in episode 2 how Kane and Drew worked before Tariq came into the picture, showing them making collections from small-time dealers throughout the city. So when Monet moved her business to Stansfield, Kane felt like she was taking the juice away from him and giving it to Tariq, and has been hating on Tariq ever since, and finds a way to blame Tariq for all of his problems, when most of the time he has none to do with them. At the end of Season 3, Tariq and Kane got into a fight in Davis's office, and right before that happened, Kane told Tariq that everything bad that's ever happened to his family was because of Tariq. Kane made his first attempt on Tariq's life in Season 1 after Monet moved her business to Stansfield with Tariq. Kane stirred up GTG against Tariq, saying that he stirred Monet up against them, saying that Tariq was the one telling her they were moving reckless online. But it was actually Diane and Drew who told Monet about Lil Guap acting wild on IG, something that Lil Guap never stopped doing. He showed up to Mecca's penthouse unannounced, recording live on IG, and Mecca asked him why he would want to record a public record of everywhere he's been. So Kane and Lil Guap sent young GTG soldier Bars to take Tariq's life at a Stansfield basketball game. But Tariq spotted Bars the time he came through security from his shoes. And before Bars could take Tariq out, 2-Bit rescued him and drowned Bars in the Stansfield pool in the process. This caused an entire snowball effect of events to happen from multiple angles for the rest of the series, and was a key point in the Power Book 2 storyline that eventually resulted in a lot of deaths. But Tariq knew it was Kane from Kane calling the phone and threatening whoever it was on the other line. Then, after meeting up with Monet in a public place, Tariq found out that Kane acted alone in trying to take Tariq's life. And Monet gave Tariq permission that if Kane were to come for him again, he could protect himself by any means necessary. The problem with that, though, is that Kane would always have the drop on Tariq, and if he got the first shot, it would be over with. So she really wasn't doing Tariq no favors by telling him that, because Monet then threatened Tariq and also warned him if she got any word of him seeking Kane out and killing her son, then she would come kill him herself. But that didn't stop Kane from gunning for Tariq at the end of Season 1 when Tariq was meeting up with Jabari Reynolds at the park, resulting in Jabari's death, just part of the snowball effect of what happened at the Stansfield pool. But at that time, if Tariq had a strap on him, he could have tried to take Kane out because Kane was technically gunning for him. But it didn't work that way, but it did connect both Kane and Tariq to 2 murders in Season 2, forcing them to try to work together. But Kane just proved why Tariq could never be able to trust him, and they will never have a relationship like young Ghost and Kanan, who Ghost said he loved like a brother. Because when things got hot, Kane planted Ramirez's badge in Tariq's dorm room. And that badge was found a few days later, and Tariq was charged with double homicide. But after Tariq got released on bond, Monet doubled down and warned Tariq again, telling Tariq in regards to Kane, he might be fucked up, but he's still her son. You snitch, I shoot. You shoot, I slaughter. And when Tariq got out of jail, it was Effie that he bonded with. And in one of their conversations, he told Effie a possible clue how things would end between him and Kane. Tariq said he knows what he has to do, but he doesn't want to take that route because if he kills Kane now, he still loses. Talking about because Monet would be gunning for him and his family. So Tariq again had to keep his mouth quiet and not do anything about Kane framing him, in addition trying to set him up to be killed a few months prior. After Tariq beat his double murder case, in Season 3, Tariq and Kane were forced to work with each other again after Brady lied to both of them to set up a meeting before Noma barged in, and they were all forced to start working for Noma to replace Mecca. But even after working with Tariq for all that time, nothing changed about how Kane felt towards Tariq. Because when Effie got locked up, Kane dressed up like he was her lawyer and tried to convince her to snitch on Tariq. After that, Kane finally was given his first real reason to want to take Tariq's life after Diana lied to him and said it was Tariq who shot Monet. This almost gave Kane a chance to kill Tariq, and maybe it would have if he wouldn't have opened up his mouth and told Tariq how he really felt, saying that he'd been waiting to do this for a while. But that gave Braden enough time to step in, saving Tariq by helping him get out that warehouse. But even after Diana told Kane it wasn't Tariq who shot Monet, he didn't want to accept that, and I think he wanted it to be Tariq so he would have an excuse to take him out. But even after knowing Tariq didn't shoot Monet and finding out that Diana was pregnant with Tariq's baby, Kane told Diana if she had that baby, it would be the worst mistake she ever made. And again blamed Tariq for all of their family's problems. And some people have tried telling me that Kane isn't a threat no more because he wouldn't try doing anything to Tariq now that Diana was pregnant with his baby. But that didn't change a thing because soon after that, Noma and Kane found out that Tariq was back moving product, and Kane told Noma just give him the word and he would take Tariq out. And again, at the end of this conversation could be foreshadowing a future showdown between Kane and Tariq at the end of the series. Kane told Tariq that he would see him soon, and Tariq replied, "You sure will." After this is when Tariq had his hallucination, when he saw Kane shooting at him when he was holding his son in his penthouse. This could also be a warning to Tariq, letting him know what he has to do moving forward, and that now is the time to make a move against Kane. And now that we're in the final season of Power Book 2, things have to come to a head between Tariq and Kane. Will both survive this series, or will it end with a final showdown and Tariq finally taking out Kane? The problem for Tariq is there's still the same thing standing in his way if he were to make a move against Kane, and that is Monet. So before Tariq can kill Kane, Tariq has to first either get Monet out of the way or turn Monet against Kane to the point that she gives him permission to take Kane's life. Or it would have to be like what Monet initially agreed upon, that if Kane came for Tariq, he could defend himself. So he could possibly even set up Kane to get a drop on him, then take Kane out where Monet would think that he was defending himself against Kane. Possibly he wears a bulletproof vest so he could prove to Monet that Kane took a shot at him. But one way or another, I do think there will be, or at least should be, a final showdown in some type of way between Tariq and Kane, because most stories end with a final showdown between the main character, the protagonist, and the antagonist. And there you have it. Will Tariq finally kill Kane? Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.